All right, what's happening, everybody? Patrick from hdrgb here. How's it going? I'm doing a little bit of an overview on a long overdue repair that I've been trying to get done and really haven't had the time, the chance, anything like that. So here it is. I'm working with a Geo AES original arcade stick. These are the ones that came with my console. And you know what? Really good sticks, really cool packing, but I got two here, and there's a lot of problems with these. They're old. There's some really bad things going on, like especially with these connectors. Someone tried to glue this one, which tells me that they did a repair at some point, and something tells me that the repair didn't fix anything. I don't know why people would glue this there. I don't like that idea because then you can't open it later. So what I have here are two arcade sticks. One of them I modded, and I'll show that to you, but two buttons on it didn't work. And this one, I forget what's wrong with it. This one's a little bit more dinged up. I think I got it to mod again, but there are some like cracks on it, like notably here. So I don't know if in here. So I think it's worth saving, but I should probably find a way to maybe at least maybe some epoxy or something. Yeah, there you go. They're all dung up. So I feel like this has been opened. So I'm gonna, and it's really dusty, obviously. So I was gonna buy myself a Neo Geo arcade stick, but I have these, and it's just a matter of repairing them. It's just a project I've been putting off. I was kind of like, ah, fuck it, let me just get a working one. But I'm like, no, that's dumb. If you have it, try to fix it at the very least. Put in some effort, and that's what I'm making the video for. I'm not gonna go through the whole A to Z, but I'll show you an overview on like the final product and what I did. So if Neo Geo stuff interests you, the channel is pretty much dedicated to things I like, and right now I've been liking Neo Geo a lot, in addition to some other stuff I do, like Dreamcast related things, and I also do some streams over on Twitch, so you can check me out there. So thumbs up to the video, drop me a comment, let me know if you're a fan of the Neo and some of the other stuff I mentioned, and then finally subscribe and come back and just say what's up. My name's Pat, and I'm gonna try to make this one fun. And if we look over here, yeah, so I have another repair that I got to do. So this isn't going to happen all in floods, but if you want to see sort of how I fix these, let me know below, and I can make a follow-up video for probably a next project of mine, which is, so the down is faulty. It clicks, but the down doesn't work. So this is something I'm going to have to open up and figure out. I think all the buttons are good, but yeah. So these are the ones that came with the Neo Geo CD, and I think this one's kind of been manipulated a little bit, has it? No, maybe not. Yeah, so these connectors aren't very good. They did fix them on the Neo Geo CD arcade sticks, but not so much on these. So all right, so what do I want to say about this? I guess quickly what I can say is, yeah, these connectors sometimes give issues. As I said earlier, people glue them, so opening this one's going to be difficult. So whatever he did to repair it might not be broken here, or he just might have made it worse. And in some cases, if you can't open it, you might have to like chop it off or something. So I don't want to do that until I know I'm going to be replacing the whole cable. But yeah, that's going to be for another video. What I want to do is focus on this bad boy right here. So let me put this down. Actually, that's, wow, this makes me really happy. So I already went ahead and opened this up. The first thing you want to do is when you open this up is you have, in the corners, you have these rubber feet, and I've seen people drill holes through them. I just kind of took a flathead screwdriver, one that like wouldn't scratch this up too much, and I have like you get like a standard size like this. I don't know the exact measurement, but that one is a little bit bigger. So I also have, oops, I bought this one on Amazon not too long ago, and I have this like little handy one where it just kind of spins at the bottom here. And it has interchangeable pieces, and this is the smallest one I can find. So that's kind of more, yeah, if you see how small it is, that's more of what I want to work with when I take those off. So anyways, you remove those. I don't recommend drawing through them. And then when you're inside, you just get like a normal Phillips screw. So you can just unscrew that guy. So I have my, you know, my Phillips screwdriver, which doesn't need to be right here. So we can just sort of hang it up right there. And this is like the workstation. a lot of stuff I don't need anymore, but yeah, it's always a mess here. So I'm glad the project is going. So anyways, I won't bore you with the details, but trust me when I say that's how you open those things. And so when I got this, it wasn't working, and I thought, oh, there you go. I thought, you know what, I should probably replace these buttons. And I forget where I found them. It was probably, I was watching one of the Scarlet Sprites YouTube videos, check them out. And he was talking about modding these things. So I think I followed his video or similar type of video. This stuff is not difficult. It just requires a little bit of work. And I think these are Seimitsu buttons. I'm pretty sure they are. I got the metallic ball top, and I wanted to go with purple, the like two-tone, just kind of give the Neo Geo the sort of the royalty, you know, it deserves. And yeah, they're squishy. They're not like clicky. So this is kind of what I wanted, because if we get up again and just kind of compare it to the original, it has a different sound, but yeah, more or less. Another thing I want to do is these things are very light. I want to make it heavier, but that's for later. So here was my problem. So I did the mod. I was really happy with the mod, and then I couldn't use it because the directional controller worked, but the start button didn't work, and the C button didn't work. So these two buttons were not working. And how did I know that? So with the Neo Geo controller, if you don't push the start button, you won't be able to, like, you know, like putting a quarter in, you won't be able to use your controller. It doesn't work that way, at least from what I see. So what I had to do, because the start button wasn't allowing me to, you know, connect the controller to use, I like plugged in a different controller, pushed start, removed it, put this one in, and then, you know, therefore bypassing start. And then I was able to test everything, and everything worked except for the start button and the C button. So I was like, okay, well, I guess this works for some, but this isn't convenient. So I went ahead and opened it, and I can go ahead and sort of share the inside scoop here. Okay, so let's just hold it like this for a bit. Okay, so these were straight drop-in buttons. One of the reasons I did this mod is I didn't need to. I was going to show you the old ones. I don't know if I have them, actually. They might be in here. Yeah, actually, there they are. So those are the old buttons. They come on a tray, and that's why they're heavier. So I kind of like that weight. So you lose a little bit of weight. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to make these heavy, but I just elected to drop them straight in. And that was really easy, right? Like, you just ground them. So, you know, this one ground. And, you know, if you want to make sure it's okay, you just kind of put your continuity on, right? And then you get where are your bad boys here? They're hanging around somewhere. Okay, so yeah, then if you just want to, like, you know, pop one in here kind of thing. Okay, so if we can just hold it, okay, and then we just run there you go. Hold on, let me see here. It's hard to do this with one hand. Okay, so then if we just touch here, just take my word for it that it's working. Okay, yeah. So you touch the next one, and then you just go down the line. So you touch that one. Okay, so then, yeah, so anyways, I just want to say that, like, it's good to confirm with continuity test. I already did that with all these, so the buttons are good. What I was having trouble with was getting the C button and getting the start button. And then I made sure the start was okay. So if you see right here, start, so you got start here, and then you got start there. So those two beep out. And then the cable goes all the way down. So the problem I was having, let's turn this off so we don't run the battery. And the problem I was having is I got it off now, but let me just, you know, let me just explain. I had trouble getting the connector off. So I showed you the original one. So this thing is hard to get off without damaging. And there's two little clips here. I've seen some with 3, but I had to sort of get these 2 screwdrivers, this one, and then the smaller one I showed you earlier, this guy, and I had to pry them in. And the way that I found prying them the best was, you don't want to go in like right here. You kind of want to, there's like this little gap there where they meet. You put them in there, and then you sort of slide it through. And then once it's out, you kind of wedge one in here, you wedge one on the other side, and then you push it out. And I did that actually really remarkably without much damage. I got this idea from another YouTuber. And yeah, his was a little bit more damage than mine. So what you can do here is inside here, there's like, you see the metal? They're just on like little push-in connectors. Like these you can pull out. there's no sense in doing it because you run the risk of ripping it. But like typically, like, I mean, if you had to get them out with a pair of tweezers, you can pull them out, no problem. And then, you know, right there. So if you want to do continuity test, you can look up on Google Images the D15, I think it is, Neo Geo connector. And I know for a fact that start is 1, 2, 3 over, and then C is next to it. So these two buttons weren't working on me, as I explained. And when I open this, I don't have the footage anymore, and I'm not going to pull it out to prove my point, but the purple wire and that gray wire, which as we know are button C, right? And then the purple wire is right there for start. Those ones were just hanging out here. They were just like literally all out. And I can see that like after pushing this in and out over the years, maybe it pushed the whole thing out. So I had to really just like make sure I was putting it on the right one, right? Yeah, third one over and then fourth one over, as you see. So third one and fourth one at the bottom from the right. I'm just going to give this thing a little wipe down, and then we're going to be rolling with the Neo Geo. So if you actually want to see just the little final touches, let's see if we can get this out a little bit. So we just got a little bit of Windex. We don't want to use rubbing alcohol because we don't want that image to go out. And if we just kind of just hit it, you know, buff it out a little bit, just kind of hit it with a little bit of that. Okay, so we're getting places. There we go. We're getting places. We're getting places. So yeah, if you just kind of clean it up a little bit, maybe get the dry side out. And there you go. So I would say good as new, probably better than an original Neo Geo AES arcade stick. So now I can finally hook this up. I can use my CD controller in addition. And now I have the ability to play 2-player because having 3 controllers and none of them working really sucks. So I'm glad to say I was able to successfully repair this one. And I didn't have to like cut the cord or, solder in a brand new replacement, because like what you can do is take the extension cable and you can like, they're longer than the original, so you can go through that, but that's a long work and a lot of playing around with the continuity beep. So I'm glad I could avoid that, but I'm really happy the way this turned out. All right, so here just to test it out, what I want to do is before I put the connector back on, which is super annoying to take back off, I'm just going to test it like this. Nothing to worry about here. This thing comes out no problem. You won't rip the cable or anything like that. But yeah, then if I turn this guy on, we just want to make sure that the buttons here work. So the best way to find out is if we just use the stick itself to push start. So yeah, we can basically just flip this guy over. So we got the, it's still open. I haven't put the back cover on yet, but I should just be able to hit like, yeah, start. There you go. Okay. So let's go beginner. Okay, so now we're just gonna go, okay, so right, left, down, up, right, left, down, up, okay, and then A button works. Okay, so all these, the start button didn't work, so I wasn't able to actually like get the controller connected. Actually, this might be a better angle, it's kind of hard. So A, B, and then C is like a taunt. Okay, so we're good. All right, so I'm just going to put this connector back on and yeah, call it good. Make sure it doesn't come off again. So that's pretty much it. I'm glad I didn't have to cut it off or do anything crazy like that. All right, yeah, so thanks for watching this video. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, ask me a question. Are you a Neo Geo fan? Do you have Neo Geo controller problems? Are you interested in getting your stick modded? Yeah, this is the outro. Obviously, I got to clean it up. Maybe at the end of this video, I'll add a little bit more or something like that. But yeah, I just got to spruce this thing up, so I'm glad that I got everything working. All right, thank you for catching me. I'll see you soon. All right, bye.